Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very, very blubbery episode of the Fat Whales podcast. I'm your host, Gerard, and with me is my co-pilot, Mr. Shalashaska himself. For, you know, right? Oh. You, holy shit, you turned into a chipmunk again, my dude. What's up, Alvin? Oh, you're so cute.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, there you go. But you sound different.
I sound different?
There you go.
Okay.
You sounded like a chipmunk for a minute there. Holy shit.
I gotta figure out what's wrong. I can't be like this when I have other responsibilities. There are...
So I just imagine like you on your job. Okay. So
Nobody's gonna take you seriously, man.
in a meeting, right? Like, okay, Edward, what do you think?
Who is this asshole? Damn, boy.
Are you making fun of me, Edward?
Are you mocking me?
You try to explain, but you're still explaining that.
No, you got it all wrong. I wasn't making fun of anybody. I gotta figure out what's wrong, Jesus.
Yeah. One of the topics that we wanted to talk about today was an interview with Hideo Kojima. So, the development for a new title, as he answered it, one of the questions from him is the future of the production. So the development for a new title is secured, but the next title could be hasn't been decided yet. And the last idea he
It's
submitted.
obvious, man.
Mhm.
It's obvious. It's Metal Death Stranding 5.
Oh shit!
The Phantom Delivery.
No, no, dude. It's Zone of the Metal Enders 5. The Phantom Stranding. Oh, sorry, the Death Phantom. Shit.
Like a cheesy 90s anime.
Yeah, dude.
Death Phantom, Jesus Christ. But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, but so he has submitted an idea, but it has been shut down. I heard of this before, but you know,
Okay.
knowing Hideo Kojima, and you know his track record, it's always been hit or miss.
Unique.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
been.
but one thing's for certain, it's unique.
Yeah, that's true. It's unique.
And putting it and unique is just putting it like mildly, right? Because a lot of people are still thinking, what the fuck is Death Stranding all about, right? So yeah.
To be honest, you didn't know anything that you didn't expect
Before I
anything.
played it,
Man. Yeah.
yeah. Before I played it, Death Stranding. I mean, I like it. It's slow paced in this series of action RPGs we've been exposed to as of late. It's a nice change of pace to slow things down a bit and just be about the story, right? No matter how
Yeah.
much convoluted it got. Jesus Christ.
You
But yeah, I appreciate that Stranding.
yeah. For the amount of time I played Death Stranding, I enjoyed it. I mean, I
Mhm.
streamed it for a few days. I never finished it on stream. I really wanted to, but you know, time and it's just that you know, work had played, or you know, we have our day job, so played a whole lot of.
Yeah.
It took a whole lot of time away from me. But you know, overall, the time I spent with it, I think, uh, it was an amazing game. And one of the biggest surprises for me in that game that I didn't know at all. Like I went in its, I went into that game so vanilla. Was seeing Conan O'Brien giving me otter.
The cap.
Jesus. Oh, what happened to your mic? It became your old mic.
What? Hello?
There you go. What's with this? What is this quick change? Oh, it's here. What? What? What's going on, man? You're a chipmunk again. What the hell? Jesus, I'm gonna leave this in here for you to hear it, man.
Some nasty business right there.
So you guys might seem to like feel weird because there are gonna be weird cuts on this one. Uh, we all got something. We had to refresh. We had to stop the chipmunk voice, otherwise we'd be doing it all night. And now I have a cap too because my hair's just messed up, and we're moving on. Okay. So let's see here. Let's just get the gist of this. This interview. So this is a Japanese website, Live Door, and from what I've heard or from what I've read, like somebody told me this, is that
No, it's an ebook. It's an audio log.
Yeah. So from
Brought to you by Norman Reedus.
no, dude. What's that guy's name? In Metal Gear Solid 5.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, the forgotten Solid
The
Snake.
Forgotten Snake.
Jesus. You'd be surprised. I looked at some of the topics that we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to be watching out for something, and I'll show you later what it is. So yeah, you'll be excited for that one. But yeah. So there were rumors going on about acquiring the copyrights for both PT and Metal Gear Solid, right? So he shut that down. So that's not true. And I was wishing that he'd get Metal Gear back. So we get a proper. I don't know. I know it's not like a popular opinion, but I think it's I think it's also been run to the ground. But I don't know. I kind of miss waiting for another Metal Gear game. I don't like the idea of a new game.
Fell out of a. I think he fell out of love with this this game or this property because he never got to end it the way he wanted to.
Yeah. That's true.
Right. So that would take tremendous amount of time to, even if they get it back, episode 5 or Phantom Pain is going to be fresh in everybody's minds, and they're gonna think that, or it could possibly be because he already started Phantom Pain, right? He just never got to finish it, right? So I don't know. It's gonna be tremendous work, or like a tremendous undertaking, just to correct that mistake, right? So the gameplay was fantastic. I enjoyed the gameplay, but as far as story, it was just, okay, cool, all right, Moby Dick and whatnot.
That long jeep ride to wherever it was, just looking at what's his name? Skullhead. Skeleton. What was his name?
Oh, yeah, Skullface.
Skullhead.
wrong property, man. Wrong.
Skullhead. Who the fuck am I talking about?
Skeletor.
Yeah. At least with the kind of naming conventions that Kojima does with his characters, I'm surprised he just make him zombie, like ZOMB and I or Y, like zombie. He could have, right?
It's not terrible at big names. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's
Um,
true. I hear
what's
Shalashaska
this?
is, it's a really good name.
No, no. I mean, the code name is Revolver Ocelot,
Revolver
right?
Ocelot,
From
yeah.
the Ocelot. Um, so he's not terrible at giving names. Just some of them are weird, like really weird. Right? Like the lovers. Raiden and Rose, and Raiden is Jack, so Jack and Rose, and then
From
cool.
the Titanic.
All right, from Titanic. Okay, cool, man. Hey, whatever makes you happy, you brilliant Japanese guy.
Hmm. Wait, hold on. Give me one sec. Oh my god, why is it? Why is
Yeah.
this recording plagued with a lot of weird shit happening? Give me a sec.
Why? What's happening now?
Yeah, the wind is messing up the mic.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go. I think that'll work. Or I could have just plugged in the wind foam, but what the hell was that? Anyways, okay. This whole topic from Hideo is just, it took a little bit too long, but we're moving on from that. I guess any
There's gonna be weird cuts anyway.
so yeah, it's gonna be weird cuts. But anything else you want to pile on to this? Like, did you want, like, if there was something that you wanted out of this, like wanted it to be true or something like that? But I actually wanted PT to be true at the very least. Like
I wanted PT to be true.
that was it.
Yeah, but I think now that Death Stranding is out of the way, I think it's just really a project that he really wanted to do, since he never got to finish Metal Gear Solid 5, right? And then PT was canceled, or Silent Hills was canceled. Um, I think this was just like a project he wanted to get out there, right? And now that
Right.
Sony has it, or Sony, because I can't imagine the conversation, right? Like Sony, who has I believe has tremendous faith in Hideo Kojima, right? Because of his success from the past. Um, it's hard to have a conversation with him what is it about? Deliveries? Um, okay, but let's just slap Hideo Kojima, like the Hideo Kojima name on that game. Let's see how much it can make, right? And it's divisive. This is a really divisive game. So now that it's out of the way, I think we can establish um a new property,
Mm.
right? So, because it's tough, man. That's a tough sell. I'm pretty sure they just let him do that because of who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, it's a delivery guy from The Walking Dead, and there's some floating ghosts. Let's make $1 trillion out of that. Let's slap your name in there. Boom, Hideo Kojima. Let's see it skyrocket in terms of sales. Right? They never did. Right? It's not necessarily a commercial success, right? People like it, people don't. That's it. That's the end of the conversation, right? I'm pretty sure years down the line, there's never really going to be a conversation about Death Stranding, right? Sure, it tried to be different in its own way, but if you think about it, it still has the Metal Gear mechanics in terms of the animations, in terms of the it's this is great. This is a Fox engine, right? So still it's the same engine from previous
Mhm.
Metal Gear entries. So I doubt there's going to be a conversation about Death Stranding. Like really, yeah. Hey, man, you played Death Stranding like years ago. Oh, what a masterpiece that was! I doubt it's going to be a
Yeah.
conversation like that. You
You
know,
you
like
actually
what
feel
what's your yeah
you
yeah go.
actually feel like you actually feel Metal Gear on that game, because the
Right.
the interface, everything is familiar. You didn't even have to go through most of the tutorials, did you? Like when you first started
Nah,
that
nah,
game.
because I got a good grasp of the concept, or I mean the mechanics,
Yeah.
because I understood who made it.
The only difference is that it provided us was with the balance mechanic, right? You had to
And I
find the
had to
right
pee to
balance.
get bullets.
Yeah, true. Well, it's the
I'm sorry,
same.
bombs.
Uh, your bloods was bloods. Your blood was your
Yeah,
bullets.
my blood would
Yeah.
be for the Jesus Christ. All right,
I
so that's
I I
I can. Can
I,
you imagine? Can you imagine Solid Snake? Right. Hold on, Colonal. Hold on. Let me pee in this bottle. I'm running out of grenades. Colonel, give me a second. There's a Metal Gear. So let me just cut myself. I need some ammo. Right. So it's so it's a tough sell. That was a tough sell. So I'm
yeah.
pretty sure Sony just you know what I don't wanna soil the relationship we have with Kojima-san. Let's just let him do it, and hopefully he snaps out of it.
Yeah.
He'll make us $1 trillion again down
Yeah,
you know
down the road.
so
Mm.
down the road. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Even if it was like on sale, Death Stranding. Yeah.
But let's be clear. I'm sorry. I seem to have been like I sound like I'm shitting on Death Stranding. No, no. I like um I like Death Stranding. All right. I didn't love it like how I expected it to be. I like how I expected it, but I like it. Right. So it just came to a point where do I like it because I like Metal Gear, or do I like it because I like Hideo Kojima? Am I a Metal Gear fan, or am I a Kojima fan? Right. So that was just where the conversation started and ended.
Yeah,
So
that
you
was
gotta.
mostly the conversations with or game journalists, right? Like this
Mm,
was a
mm,
game for Kojima fans. This
mm-hmm,
is a big, fu to Konami, right? This was it,
mm-hmm.
and it performed okay, yeah, for what it
It's
was.
okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I appreciate the altered approach.
If you guys haven't heard of this game, you need to check it out. I mean, I'm not saying buy it right away because you can't buy it really. It's still planned to be released on this July.
Or
So
if you're waiting for the next Nintendo fix, I think this would kind of get you where you're supposed to be because it has elements from Animal Crossing, right? And it has, as you can see, the aesthetics. It just screams Breath of the Wild. It's just like if you took the green cap from Link, right? You took it away.
mhm.
You gave it somebody. You gave it a cap. You gave him a cap. You're not Link anymore, kid. You're Craftman. Uh, cool dog. All right. So it just screams Breath of the Wild. So if you're looking for your next, look at that person. I'm pretty sure you put a crown there. That's Zelda, right? I mean, um, uh, if you're looking for
Interesting.
your next Nintendo itch, to
Itch.
scratch that Nintendo itch,
I'm
yeah,
looking
my
for an
bad.
itch.
If you're looking to scratch that Nintendo itch for a new title,
Yeah.
right? This could be a good one for you.
Yeah, I think so too. But that's not even what the gist of it is. So if you scroll down, like, if you visit the
Mm?
Steam page for Craftopia, it says here that we have imagined what would happen when we combine our favorite video games all together. Now, that is a nice sentiment for me. However, we've seen a mishmash of everything put into one that
Mm.
didn't really pan out, right? No
It wasn't
examples.
good. You can say it.
Yeah.
You can say it.
Okay. But
It sucked. It sucked balls, man. Like, you can say it.
but you can see here it says chop trees and mine stones as in sandbox Minecraft. Explore the open world as in open world. Sure, like a lot of other games. Fight the hunger as
Oh
in
boy.
survival. So
Huh?
yeah, you get hungry and all that stuff. If you played something like Subnautica or
Mm.
Rust, that's
Minecraft
Minecraft.
again.
There you
Mm.
go. Cultivate and harvest in as in farming. So there you go. Your fix for your Nintendo itch. If you don't have a Switch or you don't have any of the cool handheld
The
Nintendo.
Harvest Moons and whatnot.
Yeah. So yeah, you get farming here as well. You collect loots in dungeons. I don't know, some MMORPG game that do whatever.
If you're
Automate
into looter
activities.
shooters.
Yeah, automate activities as in factory management. And one of the interesting screenshots I found was um, putting cows in conveyor belts straight to the pot. Mm, delicious.
Because
There you go.
nothing says I don't need culinary training when I'm just a genius engineer. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can create a conveyor belt. Fuck you, chefs. I
That's
can
right.
do this. All right, let me just put some cows on a pot, like light it up, and I can see like is that like a stove or like booster fire?
I think
I don't
that's a
know, man.
stove. Like
But
like
yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, let me just put some bovine in it, mix it up a little bit, and I'm the best, you know.
Leather? You can eat
Cause
that
fuck,
too.
cause fuck your culinary skills. I got a conveyor belt. I'm
Yeah.
too good for this.
And then what we got here is hunt monsters. Like, what's wrong with my English today?
Hunt,
Uh,
hunt,
monsters and
monst,
creatures. Monsters.
monsters, hunt, monsters. You hunt monsters and creatures. What game does that remind me of?
hmm
When you hunt monsters.
The only the
What
number
does that
one
remind me of?
the number one hunting game out there, God Eater. There you go. All right, let's move on.
I was thinking of Near Automata,
Oh,
but
okay.
okay.
All right, so now we have a utopia for all of us, and that is Craftopia. This could have never this could have been
Hefty promise, man.
yeah this could have been
That's a
um
hefty promise.
this could have been written by a politician right here, man. To be
Utopia for all of us.
like it's, this is
Politician guy.
and I remember that place where we were all you were we were driving one night, like you, me, and Tel, and remember when we saw that chicken place? It's the best chicken for everybody.
The best chicken. They're not even shy about it, right?
Yeah.
We're number one. We're the best. Fuck you. Fuck everybody. We're the best chicken in town. Jesus Christ. They're not even shy about it. All
Yeah.
right.
It's similar to it's exactly like that. It's not similar. It's exactly like that.
Right? It's not even like
Jesus.
finger licking good or like I'm loving it, right? Like
Yeah.
something that's unique to you. Nah, we're
Mm.
number one. Fuck everybody. Like
The best
when you try
chicken
us, you want to.
for everybody.
There's some the audacity, right? Like the fucking audacity. I love it. The confidence and the audacity. Jesus Christ, we're the best chicken in town. Fuck
Imagine,
everybody. Like,
imagine
try
the
us.
chefs that are working there are all arrogant people. Nah, I'm the best.
They're just cocky bastards, right? They have their fryers. They're putting the breading and whatnot, right? So it's open window. Can you just imagine, like the Chinese restaurants, right? The hand pulled noodles
Yeah,
where
yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
people watch.
Yeah.
They have that open window. They're just frying chicken and they're looking at you like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. They're just manning the fryer. They're not really doing anything special. They're just manning the fryer. Yeah, they have, they have that energy about them. Like, like it's hot shit. Like they're just
You can't do this.
adjusting
You
the
can't do this, man.
manning the temperature. Let's see your let's see KFC do this, right?
And if you ask for
It
like
takes
if you ask for like salt, you don't need
salt.
salt.
And it smacks you in the face.
This
Did
is
you just see what
perfection.
I did? This didn't need those nine. How many is it? 9 secret spices. And you're gonna ask me for salt? Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here. Take your money.
We're gonna take our business elsewhere. Get out of here, boy.
We can. We don't need you. We don't need you. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
All right. So, and here's the clear. I don't know if you've seen this, but other than automating, cows into a pot, you get breeding by throwing monster prism at creatures. You can catch them as a
okay.
pet. Not
Oh
only
damn. All
animals
right.
like cows and deer, but most of the monsters are also tameable. Monsters. Gotta catch them all. Wink. Let's do this. Yeah? Yeah? You just add that wink? Can we add that wink, please? God damn it.
I want to be the very. I want to be the very good.
But holy crap, man. It has Pokemon, Monster Hunter, like dungeon games or dungeon crawler games. I don't know. Diablo.
This is like really ambitious, man. This is really ambitious.
It is crazy. And look at this. You have fishing, right? You have fishing. You have
Super ambitious.
okay,
That's
hoverboards,
Akira right there.
motorbikes.
That's
Hell,
Akira,
yeah,
right? That's
exactly.
Akira right there. Jesus Christ. Come on, Zelda. You're not fooling anybody.
But you got hoverboards, motorbikes, helicopters,
Hmm.
automobiles, sure, big planes, tanks, air balloons, and machine.
And you start off with a horse. That's your low level mount. It's a horse. Everybody else is on the hoverboard. Oh man.
God, holy shit! Skill tree. You got 100 plus skills to learn in craft. 100 plus skill. Remember when we
Yeah, dude.
listened to that gameplay for Chinese parents, and we're not being
Yeah.
insensitive here. There is a game called Chinese Parents
There is
on
a
Steam.
yeah. We're not we shit you not.
It's a
It's an
real
actual
game.
game. It exists.
And that guy's saying, "I learned
Yeah.
to run before I learned to walk." What the hell?
What is this? It hasn't learned how to turn over yet. My goodness, AD. But he can run.
Jesus Christ. We are gonna get we're gonna
He just killed.
if we ever play that game on this channel, we are gonna get so screwed by a lot of people, my man. Jesus Christ.
Yo, I'm setting expectations now for everybody who's tuning in. Right, we're gonna have content here that it's out there. Right, it's out there.
Mm,
We're just curious minds. If that offends you, then I'm sorry. But we're just really curious about games. You know what I'm talking about? Like
yeah.
some games are just designed that way, right? So if you have Chinese heritage or if you're Chinese, right, and you see us playing that game, I just suggest that you have like an open mind. Maybe you'll find the humor in it, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
you
true.
probably won't, but you probably won't.
We're saying sorry as early as now for anything stupid
Really
that we.
offensive.
Yeah.
We're gonna play some stupid stuff,
Yeah.
right? And then you're just gonna have to get used to that.
And holy shit, do you see
Oh,
this?
hey, that's, that's Fortnite. Hey, is that Ninja? This Ninja endorsing this game? Hey, Ninja.
Dude, like, I don't. Oh my goodness, my man. You. You gotta promise
This
me we're gonna play this game on this channel.
this is this is really ambitious, man. Yes, yes, we will. Because who cares about The Last of Us? You know, who cares about Ghost of Tsushima when I have this? When I have everything I need in
this
video games
this
here.
this this probably has The Last of Us Part 2 in it. We just haven't seen it yet. God.
they're,
Jesus
they're the
Christ.
ones who leak the. They're the ones who leak the story bits. You don't need that. You can have us.
Jesus Christ. Ah, dude. Are you okay? So before we move on, to our last topic of this cast, dude, I just want to know: are you
No,
excited for this game?
because I got the thing. The Last of Us has clickers, right? You probably see a monster there, like clickety clicks.
Oh Jesus,
Jesus. Uh,
man.
yes, we will. I'm excited for this game. No, you misunderstand. I'm excited for these games. 'Cause-
Let's just take a look at the screenshots. Holy crap! Look at this! Look at this tank right here, my man. Holy
is it
crap!
is it you just sticking out?
Yeah.
Like you have a steering wheel, but there's a tank. You're exposed up top. Yeah.
Oh, they're the
Oh
cows.
my god.
They're the cows. Like they're none the wiser. They're just sitting there like, I'm eating my hay. I'm good.
They're still alive. And then not for the kid is running and he has the tool. He has a toolbox. Not for long. Let me
I'm
make my
building it right
conveyor
here.
belt. Let me make my conveyor belt right now.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, standard RPG stuff and
I like how the skeletons are taller than you. Like like super taller than you.
and it bothers me that they don't seem like they're supposed to be here. Like they belong in like a
It's
Diablo
like
game or something.
it's like it's like an asset from Skyrim, you know. It's like a Skyrim asset. So out of place.
God, it's like yeah. Like look at this. Oh, it's a beautiful farm with a lot of grass and trees, and it all skeletons from Skyrim.
Let's just go from your everyday life to oh my god, what is this abomination?
Holy shit, that's a yak, isn't it?
That I a bison, a yak, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Imagine
What
having
did
like
look at the elephant's face, man? Look at the elephant's face. What the fuck did I do to you, man? Look at the elephant's face. Oh, dude, you're gonna feel sorry for that dude. Like, what did I do to you?
Sorry.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god.
But the good thing here is
Shit.
that you have the choice not to kill it. You can just capture it in your pseudo Pokeball, right?
But you're gonna fucking hurt it to be able to capture it with your capturing thing. With your prism. It's a prism,
Yeah,
right?
it's a prism.
With your Poke Prism.
Poke prism. You mean prison? Just
Put
kidding.
it copy you Pokemon. We have prisms.
Alright. Everything in this world is huge. I want to be in this world. Just kidding.
And you don't know what you're all about. Like what am I doing here exactly? Like what that's from can you can you go back to the previous screenshot?
This one?
Or they're there. That's from every um
Battle.
battle royale game
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, but it's also from Breath of the Wild, right? You get your parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also from that. Maybe that's where the battle royales got the idea. Just kidding. Yeah, but
That's just animal cruelty right there.
okay.
Let me turn on the AC. Run, boy, run.
Right. So okay. Moving on from this game, which is a very exciting game. By the way, look at okay. So last thing, it was made in Japan. There you go. Now we know.
Huh. Surprising. That surprised me.
I
Made
just saw that.
in Japan.
Is it brand new multiplayer survival action game made in Japan? We combined many features we find enjoyable, such as hunting, farming, hack and slash, building, automation to develop this game. They put a lot of work into this, so I hope they do find success. But hopefully the game is
Yeah.
worth it. I hope the game is worth it.
And it's going to be in its
Early access.
alpha
Yeah.
form, right? Early access, right? So yeah, they'd be learning. They'd be learning along the way.
All right. So okay. So moving on to.
Hey, 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 hey,
Mhm.
hey! Don't think we didn't notice that. You said you liked the game. Add it to your wish list, man. Add it to your wish list.
Okay. 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 Sorry, I had to. I can't log in.
What the heck?
This is a web page. I
What
have.
the heck?
This is a web
All
page,
right,
man.
fine,
It's a web page. It's a web
fine,
page.
fine,
All right.
fine.
All right. Just so there's some transparency here. Jesus Christ, I'm getting.
You
Ah,
said you liked it. You said you liked it. You gotta add it to your wish list.
all right, here. I got my
But
Steam
there,
open.
man. Add it to your favorites, man. Let's go.
Gotta wait. Gotta wait. All right, there. Where is it? Come on, Steam. There you go. Craftopia. Added to my wish list. There. There it is. See that?
Okay,
Item
okay.
added to your wish list. Okay, that's good.
All
I
right,
can't
all
wait. I
right,
can't wait.
all right.
Can't wait to make these little cute animals run for my AC.
For my personal enjoyment. Run, boy, run.
So moving on from a very fun topic that we deal with, of course, we can't really avoid some of the things that are going on in the world, as well as our favorite favorite game consoles and game companies out there, or game console companies out there. So start off, Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo have postponed their events to a later date. We all know this,
Mm-hmm.
to provide a platform for BLM and to show their support for justice and the need to be heard. We
Yeah.
agree that there are things far more important right now that need to be showcased on a much bigger
Yep.
platform. And to show our support, we encourage everyone to learn more and commit themselves to racial equality and justice. Um, and on that note, we are proceeding with the details of the ones that we can watch or we can look forward to in the coming weeks. Me and Ed are very excited with these events that haven't canceled yet because there are announcements coming in. And to start things off, my man, we have the IGN Gaming Summer 2020. I don't know. So excited.
Summer of gaming, god
Sorry,
damn it.
just gotta read
It's right there.
it.
Yeah.
We're excited for it. A little bit too much. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Okay, so
It's just quality stream right here.
right.
So just give us your money. I mean, we got you. Quality content coming in. Here's the full statement from IGN. We stand in solidarity with the Black community and condemn racism. Out of respect for and in support for those rightfully demanding justice and change across the United States and the world, IGN will be delaying the launch of its Summer of Gaming main events until June 8th.
Which is
Today,
now
IGN is participating.
which is now June 10, by the way. It's updated.
Oh,
Right
it's
here.
June 10. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
cool.
So
All right, great. That's good.
all right, so let's move on from that and let's start with June 10. This one's exciting for me. So, IGN actually acquired game reveals. Like here, look at this: unannounced classic revival, right? Unannounced game, unannounced. So they have exclusives right here, and
Mhm.
that is exciting to see. I mean, I've heard that they
Right.
did this summer game festival, like summer
Mhm.
summer game. I had to go back up to say
Summer Summer Game Festival. What the?
Sorry, my man. Sorry.
Where are you getting all this?
Sorry. Okay, so just in case you guys want to check this out yourselves because of my poor relay of what this is.
This is a festival, everybody. So check them out.
Jesus Christ. Pull your shit together,
Oh,
man. Let's go.
You got You don't have E3 this year? We got you. We got this festival of summer game.
I'm sorry, IGN. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay,
It'll
so
be fine.
and this little article came from Gematsu. This is a website I frequent, so I trust their content.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly for announcements and stuff, but I rarely read
Mm-hmm.
articles about other things. They usually have articles that point to another article where they got the information from, and that's what I read. Similar to what
Mm-hmm.
the Hideo Kojima topic that we earlier covered. So trailers, we got Beyond Blue, Chivalry 2, I don't know what that is. Dual Universe, I don't know what. It's exclusive trailer reveal. So again with that theme of exclusives that IGN got, I think
Mm-hmm.
they're the next place to go to for all of these announcements. Again, we're probably not going to see any announcements from PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But this is good because these are games, right? So games that we are looking forward to in the next year or this year or in the next year. Also, they got gameplay footage, I guess. So you got GTFO or I don't know what this is. 10. Oh yeah, GTFO. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah, that game where you're it's like a four-player thing, and then you go to
Okay.
chambers. It's like Left 4 Dead, except
Uh-huh.
you go deeper and deeper into the place, and then you fight weird monsters. Like you have some monsters you have to keep really really quiet. They can't see you, but you have to be really really quiet. Like literally small footsteps they can hear, and if you charge your
Oh
weapon, they
shoot!
can
All right.
hear that as well. That's crazy. Um, Mortal Shell. I don't know if you've heard about this. Um,
No.
da 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 da. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Hmm.
Oh, all right. So for Yakuza fans, it's good. This is a great thing for me because it kind of sheds a light into those games that people wouldn't normally pay attention to because of the big releases,
Yeah, yeah.
especially coming for June and July. Everybody's like just looking forward to The Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima. It's a great way for people to know, especially from a big outlet like IGN, right, where
Mm-hmm.
people stay
True.
tuned gaming news. So since they get to see this, since they are able to um wait, special icons interview, David Hayter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That's
man,
right. That's what I was. That's what I was
that's
telling you
that's
about.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, right, right. So all right, I don't want no Kiefer Sutherlands in there. Yeah, I'm kidding. I mean, it is what it is. All
Mm.
right, so it's a great way for people to um know about these games, right?
Mm.
So I like it.
Yeah. And by the way, this is from June 10th, right? So we start from June 10,
Hmm.
and we already got all this good stuff right here, including this special interview with David
Yeah,
Hayter. I'm looking
David
forward to that.
Hayter,
Yeah. Hopefully,
IGN, IGN. Thank you for getting me here. Is there a Metal Gear I need to watch out for?
and what was this? Hold on. What was this? What was this? Uh, yeah, I forgot. He jumped past.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Pre-show charity stream, Titanfall 2 speedrunner. Cool.
Yeah, there are stuff like
I
that. Not
enjoyed me
not
some Titanfall.
not every day is Christmas, and we get that. 13 you gotta reveal or something, but it starts on June 10, ends on June 25. So
Pre-show Witcher 3 speedrunner. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one.
that's to be announced, but yeah, we'll it's gonna be like what 8-hour run for Witcher 3. That's
At the very most, yeah. Well, if you skip the if you
a few
skip
parts, yeah.
the cutscenes,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077, right? So it was moved. Ooh, Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of good stuff. Good stuff.
Let's go back to June 14th, 13th, 12. We stopped at 12, right?
Man,
This is a lot of
yeah.
content. This is so much content until the 25th. So I'm thinking they probably might have other stuff that they're keeping and not putting it in the announcement or the press release. So we might be able to see a little bit more,
Mhm.
or there might be surprises.
Ooh, this is something that I would be looking forward to. Special icons interview. Tony Hawk
No,
tells us about the origins of the upcoming Pro Skater 1 plus 2 remake. Have you seen the remake?
I've seen the
Dude,
trailers. Yeah.
like, yeah, that's fantastic stuff.
Okay, so just for a quick background for everybody here, for everybody watching, me and Ed have this history with this game. After school,
Oh, boy.
we'd go
I
to
think
our friend's
everybody has
house.
a history with
Yeah,
this
yeah,
game.
yeah. Everybody
You
in
know,
our
not right.
generation. Yeah.
In
Uh,
our generation, after school, you'd race home just to play a little Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
yeah.
Jeez, the
Everybody
soundtrack
and their
and
dog
soundtrack.
had this game, man. That soundtrack, you don't even play sometimes. You just randomly just jump all over the map and just listen to the sound.
Hmm.
That's it. And it's like watching this. Remember, the Windows Media Player back then, or Winamp, where it had visualization. I forgot what it's called.
Mm,
Visual stuff that came out of it.
the
Yeah,
the
it,
kind of like psychedelic
yeah, psychedelic bullshit.
patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like that. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, given the number of tracks it had, specifically Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, right? Given the number of tracks it had, it was like I don't know what exactly I want to say here, but it's kind of my way to relax at the end of the day. I don't care
Yeah.
about topping the score. I don't care about you know perfect
And back in the day,
whatever.
it was a great it was a great way to learn new music. You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
if you're not familiar with it and you grew up playing Pro Skater, there it is.
Let's check out a sound. Let's check out the soundtrack list like really quick.
Mm.
Soundtrack. No, that's two was the one that we played the most. So you only had like 15 songs. Let's see if I remember some of these. Out with the old
My favorite here is um
Guerrilla Radio. Mine is.
no. My favorite is B-Boy Document 99.
Ooh.
Bow, 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 dun, 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 dun,
Nah.
dun. That's my favorite there.
Ooh,
B-Boy
copyright,
Document
copyright.
99.
No, I'm kidding.
It's you can't shut my jam. Bow.
It's all right. Let's give that a quick close. All right, so moving on from the game festival, the summer of gaming, we
Bow, bow.
we got the Steam Game Festival Summer Edition. There we go. This was the one that I was thinking about.
Mm, mm.
Okay, so not much to talk about here. What we have are the 2020 is the what they call it, the summer game festival summer edition. What is man? It's not my fault. It's how they title their summer shit. Summer shit. It's how they.
There's some shit. Just because summer is over for us doesn't mean that you get to shit on everybody else's.
Hey, I had the weirdest summer of my life this year. Okay, my man. That's it.
I think everybody has the weirdest summer of their lives.
But you gotta love the working from home thing.
Um,
Yeah.
I do. It's just that I want to be working at home because it's my choice. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Not because of the circumstances. I miss being isolated because of it's my choice. You know what I'm talking about? So, um, but yeah, I miss the freedom of how we would operate or the mobility that we had before this all
Definitely.
started, and um, we were fortunate enough to be able to continue working from home and understand the gravity of what it's like to, right? So
Yeah.
it is a difficult time. Um, having video games though during this difficult time, having all of this, being excited for this is definitely um
Different. It's
a
different.
pick me up for a whole lot of things, you
From
know.
it's different. You're used to your by this time last year, we would have been already talking about, hey, what do you think E3 is gonna show, right? Like, what do you
Mm,
think? How do you think E3 is gonna be, right? But
yeah,
now it's more like, who's gonna who's
it's
gonna show
canceled.
something?
Good.
Who's gonna
No,
show
I
something?
mean when people cancel stuff now, yeah, it's good. It's good that they did,
Hmm.
right? Because you don't want to endanger anybody at the expense of gaming news, you know.
True.
So
All right.
and sorry, not just that, not just because of the I want to make this clear, right? Not just because of the epidemic, right? It's good that people are canceling things to make way for more important voices to be heard,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So there, that's my take on it. It's my personal take on it.
Safety is also a very big, um, or has plays a very big role. Okay. Next on the list is, holy shit. I have got to get my shit together. Next on the list we
Let's
have.
just
I don't know if you're excited about this. Of course, in line with everything that we've talked about, with cancellations and all that, EA Play Live has also provided us with their statement. With important conversations taking place and important voices being heard around the world right now, we're moving our time to come together in play. Now,
mm-hmm.
this is, for me, this is okay. You know, um, let's see. Uh, they had they had they had originally scheduled this on June 11th and moved it to the 18th. And what I'm excited to see are more. I think they still have the IP, or the Star Wars IP, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they still on track with that. But as far as I know, right now it's a great. They had a great move, or they made a great move recently by adding um their library back on Steam. And personally, I think this is a good way for them to show that they they still appreciate gamers, or they still appreciate people who play their game. Because last time I checked, I really thought EA was headed towards a business, more in line with the business that of getting money than providing people with delicious games, if that's a thing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of the best games that came out from them was Star Wars, right? Like it came out like what, just a few months
Wait,
ago.
which one? Are
Uh,
you talking about Battlefront 2?
no, 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 Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen. Or yeah, that's slipped my mind. Yeah, fantastic game. Yeah.
You couldn't have asked for anything better at that point for a Star Wars game. That didn't
And
include. Mm,
what a way to kind of like um get fans aboard, give fans back on board with Star Wars franchise. I mean, in terms of games, right? What a way to try and bring people back on board.
yeah,
Nice.
that's very true. And if you guys haven't tried it yet, and you're curious, for people in the Philippines, I highly recommend trying out their EA. What did they call it? EA Game Pass or something? Or no, that's Xbox. Um, it's similar to that.
Something to that degree.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
similar to that. I gotta check it out. EA Game Face. EA. What was it? Sorry, it's just bothering me because I got that. Uh, Jedi Fallen Order games. Origins
Let's
Access.
just
Sorry,
let's
Origins
Origins
Access.
Act.
There you go. So with that, for like 700 pesos a month, like if you just try it for 1 month and you get access to a huge library of EA games that usually would cost like 2,800, 2,000 to 3,000 something pesos that you wouldn't really buy because it's an EA game, right? You'd be doubting them on your
Mhm.
first try. But with $700 and a whole library opens up, you get to enjoy these games, and you think about it, and you might really buy that game, or just stick with the $700 per month if you want access for the full library. And it's a bang for your buck, because not only that you get the entire library, but when a game releases something like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, you get the gold edition, one of the higher tier versions of the game. So, or the higher tier release versions of the game. So I would recommend there, if you're into EA games, or you want to try most of them, even for just a month. I mean, in reality, if you're gonna play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, it's not gonna be like more than a week, if you have right now, if you have the time, right?
Mhm.
Right. So yeah,
I don't know. I just out of all the EA releases, I've only really played Jedi Fallen Order. That's about it.
yeah.
Uh
I
I was really disappointed with. I was really looking forward to
Battlefront.
mm, no, the armor, the armors. Shoot, I forgot. Anthem. I was
Oh,
really looking forward to
the
Anthem, and
armors. I was like, armors, Dragon Age. Yeah, Anthem. That's true. I heard that it burned PlayStations to the ground. Did it?
and I hope that they have a what's one of the best redeems redemption stories. Mm, with Andy Murray, with Andy Murray's team. Shoot, I forgot. The space, No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah, No
I
Man's
hope
Sky.
they have her. I don't. I hope they have a redemption story like No Man's Sky, right? Because they did say they have a like a multi-year plan for Anthem, and I hope they do. But
Mm.
it was just
Wasn't that game riddled with um, microtransactions, or it had yeah, you had to
I don't know
pay
about microtransactions. I believe microtransactions when it came to Anthem was just cosmetics. I could be wrong,
cosmetics.
right? But I could be wrong on that front. But it's just that it was not. It wasn't finished. Like a lot of the things that they promised, they
Hmm.
couldn't deliver. Like deadlines, like DLCs, additional content, or whatnot. It wasn't followed, and communication was um bleak to say the least, right? Or lacking, right? And
When you say communications, is it to the
just being
fans?
transparent with the fans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just being transparent to the fans. Like we can't release this content yet because right, that could have been a great way to get yourselves that fan base. But now that when they release a couple of patches and a couple of additional content, it was already too late. Like they've lost a big chunk of
Everybody,
their fan
like
base,
a
their
lot of the people
players.
already checked out. Like they got their
Mm-hmm.
fix, and they're done. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
get you. I get you.
Right, because of the bugs, the repetitive gameplay. Mm, right. So I was really looking forward to Anthem. I wanted to be like Iron Man and whatnot. So
Right. Because we
disappointing.
we already know a game that performs similar to that, right? Like we already know a game that's repetitive but does it in a better way, right? Like you do, like Monster Hunter. It is a very repetitive game. Like you'd always go back out to fight another
But
monster.
Monster Hunter works.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I mean?
works.
Monster Hunter works. It works and it's great with friends. So that's why it's successful.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you're hunting the same one every single time, right? You're communicating well with your teammates. It performs well. It looks great. The teamwork dynamic is there, so that's why it works
Plus, I don't know.
because it works.
I don't, I don't know about you, but I didn't look into Anthem. I know you did.
Hmm.
You told me that you were gonna get this game. They showed you a lot of the, you showed you what you wanted to see, right? And
Hmm.
what about the lore? Like, I never heard anything about the lore of Anthem. checking the trailers out when it was announced, I felt like it had a deep lore within it. At least that would have been a redeeming something for me. Is it? Is the
I,
lore good?
I got into the lore a bit. The got into the lore a bit wasn't anything special, right? The only thing that's set it apart from other good versus evil kind of vibe is that they have javelins. That's about it, right? But essentially, it's the evil that they are fighting um, returned, right? So they're just protecting their city, and the best way to do that would be through the javelins and whatnot. So I
Right.
never got into the lore all that much. I just lost interest, right, because of the
Mm,
news I've been hearing, because of the how it performs or how it doesn't perform. If that
right.
makes
Right.
sense.
Right. It does. It does.
Too
Okay.
bad.
So
Too
yeah.
bad.
So EA headed to the right direction? Yes or no? Right now?
Mm, I like how they made Battlefront free
Oh, for
for
PS Plus. Yeah.
PlayStation for PS Plus. I like that. I like Fallen Order, though a huge credit to Respawn for that.
Ooh, true.
Oh no, sorry. Is it Respawn? No. Is it
No, no,
Platinum
no. Wait,
or
wait, wait.
is
No,
it
no.
Platinum Games?
Let
I
me see.
forgot. But r- I think it's Respawn. Could be wrong.
We'll see.
But why am I guessing?
Yeah,
We
it's
have
respawn.
the internet. Respawn.
Yeah.
Haha. Which
I like
Respawn
that proud moment.
Respawn Platinum Games. The fuck said that? Respawn was supposed to take care of
1313.
1313,
Yeah.
right? And it's great that they had a chance to create their Final Fantasy Star Wars game.
uh oh, sorry. I'm just
I
gonna
love
go
that
with.
game.
I'm just gonna go in a quick tangent here. So I was learning about Final Fantasy development, or I was trying to learn, not
Mm-hmm.
learning, trying to learn about Final Fantasy development. And around
Mm-hmm.
the time they were making Final Fantasy 15 and
Mm-hmm.
13, and it wasn't even 15 yet. It was still versus 13 at that point. They already
Versus
had,
13.
yeah, they already had like
The same
West,
universe,
yeah,
right? The same
Nova
universe as
Crystallis,
13, like
yeah,
Crystallis.
yeah. So they already had Western developers creating a Final Fantasy game.
The remake?
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
because it's the same.
no, no. A Final Fantasy, a whole different Final Fantasy game, like before the
Oh.
remake, news,
Mm-hmm.
or before the Final Fantasy 15 versus 13 became 15. They were already looking forward
Mm-hmm.
to the next Final Fantasy game, and they had Western developers already create that.
Oh.
Again, this is just the gist of it, and it's not diving into it. There's a lot more if you're
Wait,
interested.
a
Yeah,
Western Final Fantasy?
no, a Western developer made Final Fantasy. Like imagine
Right.
some.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A Western Final Fantasy? Huh.
Hmm.
Is that like Spirits Within?
I get it. You were waiting to make that joke.
I was just waiting for it. I
Yeah,
kid. I kid. Like,
yeah.
I'm probably even incorrect with that. Like, could still have the original team's influence. I don't know. I don't. I stopped caring about Spirits Within. Um, so that would be interesting if they have what 16 in mind. Huh. All right.
Hmm.
Huh.
And of course,
Okay.
I'm
But
not gonna say I'm
give me
not
part two, man. Give me part two. Jesus Christ. Give me part two.
bundled with PlayStation
Just give me
5.
part two of the remake. Launch title. Bundle.
$550 with the PlayStation 5.
A launch title for the PlayStation 5 Part 2. How 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 incredibly um how incredibly
Uh,
forward thinking would be involved in that.
but at the end of the day, if that is announced, my wallet, I will miss you.
uh, Money. The concept of money has always escaped me.
Yeah, give me that.
Ah, I've never seen money yet. I've never seen physical money because it just comes in and out, in and out.
Jesus.
What does money look like again when somebody shows you money? I don't know what is that? Because when I get my pay, I just buy Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah, but that is
I just
interesting.
want part two, man.
Yeah, but that is interesting
Ugh.
the way
Mhm.
that development went on. So yeah. Anyways, I forgot. I think they did name the developers who were making it. Well,
Mhm.
the clue here is that Square Enix owns IDOS, right? IDOS Entertainment.
Mm.
Yeah.
With
So
Tomb Raider
Tomb Raider.
games,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So yeah, they probably had IDOS work on something. I don't know. I forgot which developer it was. Don't quote me on it. But yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
moving on.
because they took care of Lara Croft when she was a kid or when she was younger. Now
She
it's
was a
Lara
kid.
Croft in her 60s, right? Or in her 70s. Like, come on, I gotta raid some tombs, man. So
Now that's a strong female lady. Female character.
that's a great female character.
Yeah.
It's a great character.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on from that. Yeah. These are they EA moved some of their titles to Steam. Here are some of the titles: Burnout Paradise, uh, Fae. I don't know what this is, but the ones that I am excited about here is that you get Unravel and Unravel 2.
But why is it $10 for both of them? I mean, $10 each. At least make Unravel cheaper, because it's the first one. Jesus, but fine.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what else they give us in the future.
Naperville, Sea of Solitude for Need for Speed folks or fans.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's about it in this entire library that they put in. And also, Fallen Order is already in Steam the day one when it was released, so they didn't have to add that in there.
Mm,
All right.
yep.
Okay. So now we're done with EA. I think we have two more topics. Let me just check really quick. Now we have one last one. Last one for this episode, and oh yeah, we have two more. Sorry. So we have the Indie Live Expo. This was on June 6th. So we're not really looking forward to
Mhm.
this anymore. We just have
Yeah, and not because we don't support indie games, right? That's not it. It's just,
because it's over. It was
oh,
on
dude,
June
I'm
6th.
just. Yeah. What I mean is, we never tuned into this, right?
Yeah,
It's not because we don't support it. A lot of unfamiliar titles and a lot of Japanese exclusives, right? So,
Oh yeah, true, true.
plus, I'm just really looking forward to The Last of Us. Shit. All right, so
Yeah, but
I'm glad that this got to see the light of day, though. I'm glad that they were able to announce or make this publicly known.
yeah, I did
'Cause,
check out. I did check out where.
all the best to.
So if you go to this link, or if you go to Gamatsu, look for Indie Live Expo 2020 program events. I'll probably have the links down in the description for anyone who wants to.
Genova.
What? What did you?
Genova.
Where?
Shuhei. It's Shuhei Yoshida and Genova Chen. Genova. Final Fantasy.
You gotta get yourself out of that.
Final Fantasy.
I'm pretty sure by next week, me and Ed will have this conversation again, but it's not Final Fantasy's clamoring about anymore. It's gonna be Ellie.
Or both.
Oh goddamn.
Or both.
Yeah.
Ellie and the combat system. I mean, Yo, combat system. We got to talk about that. We actually have three topics today, right? So this was the first. We got another one coming, and then we'll talk about the Final Fantasy VII combat system again because it's
Jesus.
so.
But in reality, we still have one more Final Fantasy stretch for us in the coming weeks. You know,
Yeah,
we have yet. I have yet, and Ed has. Have you finished it yet? Not yet. Almost there.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
I think. I don't know because I'm just grinding my brains out.
Right. So
I
yeah,
think. I think so.
I'm a bit far away. As far as I know, I'm still a bit of a bit ways behind on my Final Fantasy 7 just because again, I'm doing this whole other thing with streaming for Epic Bird and doing the Final Fantasy gameplay there. I wish I will be repeating the game or repeating the game, replaying the game once again this time in my own pace. And
Hard mode.
yes, I probably would I'll probably be able to unlock hard mode then, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. New game plus hard mode. I'll do that on my own time, and once I do, me and Ed would definitely have a part two of the Final Fantasy VII remake talk, and in the foreseeable
And
future,
part three
we will have
for
part
the combat
three
system.
for the no, Jesus Christ. We'll probably have part three for the next version or the next part or next episode of Final Fantasy VII. We'll have that. And so, yeah, look
Mm.
forward to a lot of Final Fantasy VII remake content from us, um, or
It may take
discussions.
another
Yeah.
10 years too.
It's goddamn. I'm gonna shoot myself, my man. Uh,
But yeah, you can just tell. You can just always why it took so goddamn long.
mm,
It's a good game. Good game.
right.
The combat system.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. I mean,
Right. So I was able to check out some of the games in the. I really just glossed over it because
mm,
the footage that I found was in Japanese and there was no subtitles, and I was like,
mm.
well, how do I do this? Okay,
And
I can't
blame
do this.
Shuhei.
Right. But on November 7th this year, they will be doing a part two of the Indie Live Expo. We will be watching that. Me and Ed will be definitely taking
Mm.
care of that for you guys. And that's about it for the Indie Expo. And for uh, the final anticipated event for this June, as far as I know, this one's the last one. I've checked. Um, not this guy, but Cyberpunk 2077. I like how the first comment is the guy, you played with my feelings. Lie!
Not you too. This isn't helping anyone. Says you.
Yeah. There are just a lot of people like that. And, yeah, I don't know. Trending in
Yeah,
the
there.
Philippines. Fake account.
Right. A lot of people do not understand this, but more important discussions are happening right now, and we want them to be heard. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that.
Yeah. We just hope that, people need to understand that, there are things that are above us that we just don't
Mm.
have a firm grasp on, unlike other people.
There's
So
just
yeah,
there's just greater topics to be discussed. Yeah.
yeah. So we are at the sidelines again. Looking back or going back to this game, Cyberpunk 2077. We talked about this a fair bit last a few episodes ago, like an episode ago, because we talk all the time. So I feel like it's an
Hmm.
episode. So last episode we did talk about this briefly, not a lot, but briefly. So are you still really excited about this game, given the fact that
No,
they've already showed a lot of stuff?
when you asked me like a couple of months ago, before I've seen Last of Us 2 stuff, I probably would
Hmm.
say like even before you end your sentence, right, or your question. Yes, I'm definitely going to buy this game. Now I'm a little hesitant because now I've been exposed to The Last of Us Part 2 content. So I've been able to play the Final Fantasy remake. Now I'm not as now I'm not as excited,
Hmm.
right? Because probably when I see content about it again down the line, then I would be. But right now,
This
just like what
close
I
to
said,
June
um,
19th, right?
right? Just like what I said for the previous conversation, right? Um, I can't. It's hard to imagine anybody beating The Last of Us 2 right now in terms of Game of the
Mm,
Year considerations,
right.
right? Unless I hope that with the announcements and whatnot, there's this pleasant surprise that pops up that just gets you, right? But right now, some people might be saying that I haven't played the game yet. Um, it's just the things I've heard, the things I've seen. It's really hard to beat The Last of Us 2 in terms of being the pinnacle of 2020 gaming, right?
Mm.
So, yeah.
That's a strong
Cyberpunk
statement. It's a
is
very strong statement.
Cyberpunk is unfamiliar territory to me. I never got to play the first one. I have not read the book. Is it the book or a graphic novel? I have not read the book. This is completely new to me. So maybe I'm a little biased with something with a property that I've already come to know and love, right? So yeah,
That's right. That's
I
right.
think that's the best way I could approach that question. Like I am, of course, if I got the funds for it, if I got the means for it, of course, why wouldn't I? Right? It's CD Project Red. It's everybody
They
loves
have
CD
they,
Project
they
Red,
have a very good track record. And
except people within CD Project Red.
but okay, just for transparency, I will get this game. I will buy this game, but not to the point where I'm gonna get it on release. I'm going to do what I did with
You're
Final
gonna wait
Fantasy
for it.
VII.
Hmm.
That I stay away from media content about this game, which is fine by me.
Hmm.
It's your camera shut down.
Yeah, I stepped out for a bit.
All
Yeah,
right.
keep going.
All right. So yeah, it's just weird. It's two screens. Okay. So where was I? Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the game to come out.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm gonna wait for the PS5 version of it. That's if
I
it's
I
'cause-
hope they do the exact same thing that Xbox is doing. Because right, if you purchase Cyberpunk 2077 for Xbox 360,
360
wait, is it
Xbox
what
360.
Xbox One? Oh man, that's blast from the past. If you buy Cyberpunk 2077 for Xbox One, they will upgrade your what's the next one? The
Series
new gen
X.
Series X version for free. So I hope
Hmm.
PlayStation considers the same route. That if you purchase a PlayStation 4 version of Cyberpunk, they'll just update it to upscale for PlayStation 5. So yeah.
Mm, right, right. Like if that's possible, sure. If that's an option, but if it isn't, I'm just gonna get the PS5 version. Play,
Mm,
because I'm gonna get a PS5 anyway, so a PS5 version won't hurt my you know, uh,
those won't break the bank. Yeah.
yeah, it won't break the
Hmm.
bank. So that's where I'm probably going to um draw the line. Anyways, you said that if you saw more Cyberpunk 2077 content, you probably
Hmm.
might. Again, that's a very big probably. You're in
Because
luck.
right now, all I care about is Ellie content, like more Last of Us content, right? And I guess my expectations were um I wouldn't say it exceeded my expectations, but when they talked about this being the biggest or most ambitious Naughty Dog game, like how it's like times X times than Then the first Last of Us, that got me like, oh, dude, like I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time mastering the mechanics of this game. So
Mm.
with that, I know that Cyberpunk has a very unique approach to first-person adventure RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I'm a lot more interested with The Last of Us at this moment. So maybe if I snap out of it, maybe if it's over right by October, November, during the holidays, maybe
Pick it up. Mm.
I'll have that feeling that I can't wait to hallucinate about Keanu Reeves. Sweet Jesus, that man is right.
Yeah, true.
So yeah,
Yeah, so I do like one of the things that I do like from this is that they named their event, and it's an event. It's an event not by CD Projekt Red for all their games, but it's an event specifically for
dedicated
Cyberpunk. Yeah,
for cyber,
dedicated. That's it. Yeah,
and
that's the
and
right term.
and they said that they're not done with the Witcher with the Witcher series, right? In fact, they were able to dispute what they were able to settle the dispute with the author of the books
Oh
that would
yeah, yeah,
allow
yeah,
them
yeah,
to
yeah.
continue creating Witcher content for the future, right? So they're not done with the Witcher, but they're halting all Witcher related. I wouldn't say not all because they still have the Gwent
Gwent,
mobile game, right? So, but they are halting all major Witcher game plans to focus solely on
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Cyberpunk and what is going to be. I'm shoot. I'm can't remember if it's something that's but a multiplayer.
Ooh,
Not
interesting.
sure. I might be confusing it with The Last of Us multiplayer. But yeah, because they're going to make a separate game for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not sure if Cyberpunk is going to have like a separate multiplayer, but or dedicated multiplayer. Oh, dude, I forgot. And I don't want to look it up. It's not important. But they're going to focus on Cyberpunk for now, right? Which is great because this is untested territory. So I know that people play the original games and read the books before, but this is the first time it's been brought up to this scale, right? So the amount of things you can do, the customization, the approach to game style. This is a fully realized what's that game with Adam Jensen? Deus Ex, right? So a fully realized
Was it? That's the name of the protagonist.
Adam Jensen. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I never played Deus Ex.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Right.
I liked it. I liked it
I
for
mean,
Square Enix game.
it looked interesting. Like I watched some of the. Well, I passed through some of the Let's Plays, but
Hmm.
I don't know. To me, it looked like a cheesy,
Cyberpunk 2077.
a cheesy like futuristic kind of deal. You know,
Mm.
because it felt like Ghost in the Shell, but not. You know what I mean?
Is there a dude? I just
No, no, no.
appreciated the
Extra dude. No,
is there a dude.
no, no, man. It's no, no. But yeah, it's interesting for me what they named the event is Night City Wire. I don't know if that's like a place or a
Mm.
specific place. Again, I haven't checked out
Dude, you
anything.
play at Night City.
Oh, really?
That's the whole setting. Night City. Yeah.
That's telling you the knowledge I have about this game. Like I have zero.
Okay.
Like
All right.
if there's a game that I think I might like Final Fantasy 7 or Ghost
Oh,
of
dude,
Tsushima.
let's talk about Final Fantasy 7.
Jesus Christ, like and Ghost of Tsushima. The first time
Yeah.
I watched a trailer was with you during our first episode. A full Ghost of Tsushima state of play.
Cyberpunk?
No,
Oh, okay.
this is the first
Oh,
time I.
okay. I thought.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
I don't remember watching Cyberpunk with you.
yeah, so I got excited for that game more now
Hmm.
after talking
Yeah.
to you with that about it and watching that state of play. So I don't know about Cyberpunk 2077. I might check this out, the Night City Wire. It's on June 25th, and I think that's the last for this month. Not unless
And there's a
Sony announces
commentary.
something. A commentary?
There's a commentary with gameplay out in YouTube. Well, check it out. It will
Um,
show you the different approach. It will show you some of the mechanics. They've had a state of play before state of play. Like it was this was months ago. Yeah.
oh,
So check that out. There's commentary. There's gameplay. There's like lore exploration, some shit like that.
right.
So check that out.
I
It
I
could pique
I
your
might.
interest.
All right. So okay, I think we've gotten everything. Not unless I skipped something. Let's check. Ooh. Oh, wow. I can't type. I can't type. All right, never mind. Let's just open this. There you go. Let's see if I missed anything. Are there any other new announcements as we were making this podcast? Um, yeah, Indie Live Expo 2, that's one thing. There are other games here like Zombie First Person. Like Gematsu is a really great website for like just gaming news if you want to see. If you just want to see some gaming releases or news or whatever. It's not filled with, different kinds of articles like Otaku. Um, and just very easy to navigate. And this is not a advert for that. It's just that I really like this website a lot. But yeah, I guess that's it. Any other stuff that you wanted to share?
You skipped one. You skipped one more on topic.
Which one? We covered everything.
I'll show you my screen. Can I not? Oh, so I can't share my screen.
Oh, because I'm sharing mine. All right, I'll unshare.
Roger that. Yeah, let me share. Huh? Why can't? Is it because I'm session owner? Huh? Uh. Oh, there. Okay. There. See? You skipped one.
God, Jesus Christ! You just added that, man. It's not even part of the episode
Not
list.
it. It's right. No, it's right there.
God.
See, it has the borders and everything. It has See, man, you skipped the last topic.
Jesus Christ! I did not skip the last topic. I got everything, man. We went through everything. What the hell are you talking about? Jesus Christ! Let me just go ahead
Oh,
and share my screen. God damn it! Jesus, man. Okay. So there's gonna be a weird cut right about now because the entire
yeah,
thing.
My joke was about anarchy.
Yeah, god damn it. If it was about the battle system, I mean, I am going. Ed's gonna give me so much crap on every episode about that for sure. I am going to experience a lot of this hell. Ah, man, the layout, everything that you're seeing right now, everything that you're watching, that all depends on what we're doing and what I'm sharing in front of Ed, and he's just gonna mess that whole thing up for me, man.
Introduce a little
RPGs.
combat system.
Wow. Dude. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna end in this note: quality content. If you guys are interested in any of the stuff that we showed earlier, links will be down in the description. And any other than that, yeah, let's play Craftopia together. You know, it's interesting, it's fun, and who knows, we might end up making a conveyor belt specifically for giraffes or elephants.
Yeah,
So
add us. Add me on Steam. It's Spider Beef. Spider Beef. Spider Beef. Does whatever a Spider Beef can.
yeah, wait, isn't that the theme in this on The Simpsons movie?
Spider Pig.
Spider, yeah. Homer is just,
Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Does whatever a Spider Pig can. No, he can't. He's a pig.
Thanks for
He
watching,
got
everybody.
Spider Pig.